Oh, okay. First things first, I hope this records well. I've changed a lot of settings. So, let's continue. I'm going to actually say, screw that. We're not going to play with making a new hero, but I will show you what you can do with making heroes. There's the hero we're going to be playing with, but you can just create a hero.
Donning his robe and wizard hat, the apprentice is eager to delve deeper into the world of the arcane. Under the guidance of the Grand Magus, the apprentice has learned the art of conjuration. While summoning towers of mystical defense to aid him, he blasts his enemies with waves of magic from afar.
That's the first class. There are 4 playable classes, and there are unlockable ones as well.
Brave knight in training, the squire upholds the honor and nobility of his kingdom with every slice of his blade. Building defenses of brute force and limited range, the squire prefers melee weapons as his instruments of justice. Bludgeoning spikes and whirling blades unleash the rage he bestows upon his foes.
I apologise for that just sudden beep. I'm going to end the recording, quickly fix things, and then resume it. Apologies. Okay, sorry about that. I also just realised I was actually on TeamSpeak. Sorry. Next class.
Trained in reconnaissance, the sleek and slender huntress deploys deadly traps and explosives. But do not be fooled by her appearance. This elegant she-devil is trained in ranged weaponry and is sure to always hit her mark. Launching a volley of arrows from the shadows, the enemy never sees her coming. Once a peaceful and passive student, the monk has been called from his solitary meditation and forced to take up arms in the defense of his land. Only he, through his expert spear-fighting skill, can avenge the death of his master. Channeling his aura, the monk uses energy to heal his allies and cripple foes.
Sorry about that, I had to have a drink. So those are the 4 classes, and there are a couple unlockable classes, and I'd say this guy looks as if he walks funny, but it's just, he's got 2 axes. Anyway, you can customize the color scheme of your character, and you can also customize the crystal you have. There are hundreds of freaking crystals that you can get. The reason I'm also going to pick my level 12 hero is the game is very heavy on making sure you need to be of a certain level to properly play. It's difficult, let's just say. I struggled in the 2nd level. In my first attempt at recording, I actually got to the 2nd level, got to level 5 on it, and the entire series works. If you watched my little sample test video, it's in the short fail trains playlist. It'll show you that I struggled, and it gives you some explanation. Hopefully this series will work well. So, there it is. There's slots for 4 people, including including yourself. Sorry. I also had a drink when that game was playing. My throat's acting up a bit. So you can play locally through Steam Friends. Example, I could just pop up, view all friends, and just go, hey, Zacty, do you want to come in? Something like that. Or you can just go online and play online with a few strangers. The game ramps up difficulty as you play. Like, if players come in, more monsters will spawn, more difficult monsters, things like that. We're just going to close that. We'll bring that up later. This is your tavern. This is basically your mission hub. It can customize and things appear as you play, such as those trophies. There's other things as well. There's like the test dummies where you can test your DPS. See, 87. That's for starting. There's also a man over here. Here's your shop. You can buy some equipment if you deem it valuable. Down arrow means no, it's not. If it's equal, it means your equipment's identical to this item. If it's a green plus, green thumbs up, like here, it means it's better than what you currently have. If you press I, it'll open up your character sheet on the left, including your status points, and on the right it contains all of your worn equipment. You can have a helmet, a weapon, torso armor, gloves, and boots. As you can see, go. There you go. Sorry, it seems when you highlight something, it doesn't go away. Go figure. Bottom left, you can see I've got Diablo-esque health and mana bar, with just below that an experience bar, and of course my hotbarred button keys. If I click the middle mouse button, it opens up the menu, so you can build towers if you need to, or not. I wouldn't recommend building in here. It's a bit of a waste of your mana. Although I don't think it would let you anyway. This item over here is your forge. What you do is you activate it. It'll let you view the items in your box. I pre-ordered, so I have access to the Steam back, which includes the Aperture Science portal gun and the and the arsenal of TF2 characters: Heavy, Engineer, Medic, and Pyro. Which I can't use until I'm level 25, unfortunately. But it would be quite a nice thing to have, wouldn't it? My own little Medic or Engineer. So what we're going to do is we're going to start up the campaign. Also, just to say, if you guys are intrigued, you can come and play with me if you want. Simply add me on Steam. There's me, VA gryphongod. So I might have a wee post up on it. Look for that name, you'll see me. I'm in the Voltron army. He's got a sense of Bromer. Whatever Bromer is, obviously humor, but seriously, Bromer. Anyway, so if you guys want to come and join and play with me, you can send me a message on YouTube, add me on Steam, send me a message through Steam, and we'll play together. And it'll be a private match, only us will be playing. Excuse me. And we'll enjoy any level at all. You could be level 70, or you could be level 1. Any level. We'll enjoy it, we'll have fun, and we'll have laughs. The only thing I'm going to say on it though is you do need to have a voice chat. You do need to talk to me. I do prefer if you were chatting. And we'll be using either a choice of Skype, TeamSpeak, the end game one if you want, but I'd prefer if we used out of game one because it's a lot higher quality. So let's go. So we're going to start on the first level. As you saw, I unlocked the second level. Still never completed the second level. That's just a bit of the story. It's not bad. The gameplay is reminiscent of Orcs Must Die, Sanctum, Warcraft 3 Tower Defenses. Really, if you've played a Tower Defense, you've played this. You're the hero. If you're playing, I'll use the Warcraft 3 one as an example. You'd have a hero, namely yourself. You build towers, you level up the towers, and you kill the enemies. Simple as that. Of course, here is your lives. The enemies don't walk up to it and explode. The enemies walk up and attack it. They have multiple paths and there is multiple entryways. There's one over there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and way over there, 5 entries. As you can see, it has a block up with enemies. This is where they'll enter and they'll wander up to try and kill. Now, I am no means an expert in this game. It's only been out for a day. But you can open up these chests and it'll give you a boost of mana. They also might contain items if you're lucky. You can equip the items for a quick little boost if you have nothing equipped. I was kind of hoping I would get one. We will get one. Through the period of this game, we'll get one. So I'm going to place a couple of traps just to help, give me some preliminary defenses. So we'll summon a defense. At the start, you'll only have the magic missile tower. As you level up, you'll unlock these towers. So I'm just going to build a fireball tower there and over here. Your mana doesn't regenerate. You get it from those gems I opened up from the chests. Enemies do drop them, and stuff like that. There's also multiple levels. I'll explain, multiple, not levels, but features. I'll explain them as we play the game. I'll try and explain them as I remember. Open it up. You can't kill enemies as they appear because they are dark immune. See? As soon as they leave that purple circle, they're killable. I'm currently playing on easy mode. I would seriously recommend easy mode. This game is very unforgiving for new players in regards for difficulty settings. The first level you can complete, but it seems to curve very, very quickly. Level 2, I played online with a few people, had a 22,000 HP monster. I can do 30 damage in a hit. Oh, there's an item. If you hover over your item, you'll come up bottom with your item and the item there. It'll give you your thumbs up to see if you want it, if it's better or worse than or equal to your equipment. You can also equip it then and there, or you can store it in your item box. In your item box, I'll just show you where the item box is after I loot some more mana. But what happens is if you don't want an item, you can just teleport it away to your storage box, like we can just do so here. And it'll stashed up here. Same goes, if you want to equip it, the item that you had equipped should teleport all the way back up here into the Defender's Forge. Now if I open up my item box, you'll see that 2 items have teleported to it. You can sell them. First things first, I've locked these items, so if I click sell all, they will never be sold. You can do that. If you don't want items sold, you can do that. You can also swap hero to any other hero that you've got. You can even make a hero. Also, it's a quick tab. You can actually upgrade your items. You can upgrade it and level them up and give them a bonus to each thing. I don't have enough mana banked to afford it. Banked mana is usually at the end of the game. You can spend all of your accumulated wealth. Oh no, you can not spend, but invest all of your accumulated wealth into your mana bank. You've not got a choice. It happens automatically at the end. You can run around. Any gems you picked up is instantly teleported into your mana bank. Whee! You. Notice also that at the side of some of the monsters, there's one. You see a little flame pillar. This guy doesn't have one. That means he's immune to fire. So any fire towers that I have, and of course I actually do have some, will not hurt them. And you can actually see over there a guy's emanating a lot of fire. He's actually immune to fire. So it's a little good graphical go-to. I'm done. You can survive. I need to kill. Oh. Right. And as you can see, my tower's kicking ass. And we'll watch our tower destroy these guys. This guy. Top middle, you can see a bar filling up all through that wave. It just shows how many monsters I've got left to kill. As you can see, top right as well, it shows you the waves and defense units. It means how many towers are currently up. That's not 60 for you, that's 60 for all 4 players if you're playing. So you have to be quite strategic in how you spend your towers and hope you don't have someone that just builds a ton of blockades and no support towers, or doesn't build any blockades and stuff like that. You got to be hopeful. As far as I can tell, there is no way of demolishing a tower. There might be, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Apart from, you can sell your own towers, but I don't know if you can sell other people's towers. Never really tried. I think that's kind of a douchey thing to do. But often the players seem a bit competent and they know what they're doing. We're going to build another couple of defenses, to help re-amplify our current strongholds. We're going to build a magic tower, which is the cheapest of the 3. Does non-elemental damage. But as you can see, having an electric one and a fire one, the only thing I've noticed is enemies are only immune to one thing. So, can I build more defenses? Build a magic blockade. And another magic blockade. These are sort of blocker towers. You can build these and it'll stop the enemy from coming up a certain way. So you can jump over them, if I've not shown. You actually jump as high as any tower in the game, which is a nice little feature. Also, enemies can go around those towers. So let's continue on. This is in the next wave. Now, do note you'll have a harder time if you're level 1, but you really won't. The game bugged out on me and it deleted my weapon. Fun stuff, eh? Fun stuff? Fun stuff. Right, let's go pew pew. I have to note the game does have one hell of a difficulty curve. It has different features as well. Enemies do drop items, which I quite approve of. I quite approve of? Yes, I quite approve of. I like having items drop on me. You don't have much of a problem with this early wave. You just keep killing them, enjoy yourself. Pew pew pew. Nothing too difficult. See, this has already completed the waves. I'm just going to grab the gems. Gems do disappear, by the way. They do dissipate into nothingness. Quick wee jump. Also, one thing to note. Notice now all 5 doors will have enemies spawning at them. Some enemies are bigger and tougher. These 2 side doors will have the big orcs coming to try and munch on our faces. So, to compensate for it, what we can do is we can upgrade a defense. To upgrade to level 1 is 100 mana for all towers. To upgrade to level 2 is 200, 400, and so on. You're level limited to how far you can upgrade because your maximum mana, well, for me, as far as I can tell, only goes up by 20. Oh, Jesus, I need to go and do something quickly before I forgot to open up the chests and collect the mana. Do note, you're not actually limited to building in the build phase. You can actually build and upgrade and even repair outside of the build phase. Right. Oh, hello. Yes, there are ranged enemies that like to try and pew pew your face. I'll take that. Oh. We got a nice enemy here that's trying to break down our wall. This is the big guy that I told you about. Oh, it seems my towers on the other side did a very good job in defending and taking it out. To compensate for it, I'm going to upgrade this tower. As you can see, it takes a bit longer when not in build phase to upgrade. As I said, I'm currently leeching all the mana to make sure it's all accounted for. None of it is wasted at all. Don't like wanting or even thinking of wasting any mana. So we'll upgrade defenses. Juicy. As you can see, tons of mana is about. There's even some over here. Maybe? No. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to upgrade this tower. I'm going to upgrade this defense because, as you can see, there's a lot more monsters. Now there's 2 from each side and also 2 big guys from the main door. So, yeah, it's starting to get a bit hectic, but it's the final wave. The final wave. You do get a lot of items and you can sell them, and it's a good way of making income for your bank. But you can always check, see if an item's better in the item box. So you can always just quickly grab the items and then check when you're actually up at your item box. All good. You can, as I've currently experienced, you can actually steal items. I mean, you can just be an absolute whore and just steal everything. People don't really appreciate that, and the host will often kick you for it. It doesn't get their items back, but does make them feel a bit better. So, as you can see if an item's better or worse, and you can quickly browse and just go, nah, all crap. So, you sell all. And bottom right, it should tell me, there we go, 1,376 mana added. So what we're going to do is we're going to see what items we can upgrade. We can upgrade our staff. So what we're going to do is we're going to invest our mana and upgrade our staff. Now our staff does a bit more damage, but we've spent a lot of our mana from our bank. It costs us 3,000, we only have 436, but we do a bit more damage now. That was a strange noise. And what we're going to do is I'm going to do a little final upgrade. Just upgrade this. And have a wee nosy, make sure I've looked at everything. Yep. And we're going to start the final wave. Now what I do first is I often take out these big guys at the sides, because they are a bit big and sometimes they can be a bit of a toughie. But it's because I'm doing so much damage, they're going down at a rate of knots. Oh, ouch. And of course, your health does not regenerate in this. You're not gifted by magic superpowers of regeneration. You can fire magic, but you're not gifted by infinitely regenerating health. Oh, I accidentally killed one. By accident, I mean totally on purpose. Lightning towers are fantastic in the sense that they are actually multi-hit. They cone around, so they can hit everything in an arc. Fire does splash damage. As you can see, it doesn't really leave much behind. Whew, you show them, boss. So what you can do is just, you can wait out or you can help. See? Wave complete. That's just completed mission 1. So now what we're going to do is we're going to wander around and loot all the items. Also, it sells all your towers and they instantly get put into the mana bank. Don't worry about thinking you can sell your towers for a bit of extra money. No, it automatically does that. They'll all disappear and be put straight into your mana bank, so don't worry too much about that. Thought that was a nice little feature. And of course, make sure you grab all of the items. And all the mana. So there we go. That's mission 1. So we'll sell all our stuff. Oh, whoa, no. Look, notice that. This item's apparently better than what I've currently got equipped. So, we'll give it to the hero. I did know it did have quite a few flaws. So, we'll head back to the hero. Our current equipment that we had actually was quite of a fair level. This one does have a few negatives. It's got negative 1% poison resistance, but it gives